Let's start to prepare a whole food plant-based cheesecake with no added oil or sugar. The ingredients are very simple. For the crust, you need 2 cups of rolled oats, 6 medjool dates, 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. And for the filling, 600 grams of silken tofu, 200 grams of tofu yogurt, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and half a cup of cashews. And don't forget the 6 medjool dates, turmeric, and vanilla extract. After we've got all the ingredients, let's prepare To make the crust, you need a food processor, and into this food processor you pour the 2 cups of rolled oats and you grind them very finely. Don't forget to pre-soak the medjool dates, and then you can add them to the food processor as well. Also add the 2 tablespoons of flax seeds because they are very healthy for you. And then wait until the crust has a very good dough-like consistency, which indicates that this step has finished. Now you can see how we add the medjool dates, and now you see how the consistency changes. And with more medjool dates it becomes more dough-like, which is the consistency that we want for the crust. You then take like a spring form, and into the spring form add some parchment paper, and then add the dough on the parchment paper and bake it for 10 minutes at 100 degrees centigrade. Then it's important to prepare the filling. For that you need all the other ingredients, like the 600 grams of silken tofu, 200 grams of tofu yogurt, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, half a cup of cashews, and 3 pre-soaked medjool dates, turmeric, and the vanilla extract. And you pour them all into the food processor, as you can see here in the video, and then you get a very nice and creamy consistency, right as you wanted for the filling. So as you can see here, we are adding like the silken tofu. The silken tofu is much softer than other tofus, and I would recommend it to use this one. The other one is too hard to really process it into a nice cheesecake-like consistency for the filling. And yeah, the taste is also better. Now we're adding the tofu yogurt, and this is really good to make the consistency even more creamy. Now add the cashews. Once you finish the dough in the food processor, you can pour it into the spring form on top of the crust. And then, as you can see here, it has a very good consistency, very creamy, looks very delicious. And then you pour it onto the crust, fill the spring form, and you can see how it fills up everything. And fill it up right to the top or 3/4 of it, so that you have a lot of nice creamy filling that you can eat later. Now put it in the oven at 180 degrees centigrade and bake it for 45 minutes. As you can see here, the cake is finished, and you see that it has a very beautiful brown color and is not too firm in the center and really good to cut and eat. So you can take it out of the spring form and prepare the cake. Here we are preparing the cake. Just cut it into simple pieces, and as it is like a very soft cheesecake, you can just simply cut through it, as I'm doing it here. And then after you've done that, you can just like put it on top of a plate and then serve to your family members, friends and other loved ones. Now you can see the full consistency, and yeah, it's a very great success.